Hello students, as you know we are doing exercise 12.3 now. So we are doing question number 3 part 4, which says you have to express this given expression as a product of two expressions. Okay, so let us write this: x plus y whole square minus a plus b whole square. Now, like we did for the last sum, we are going to consider x plus y to be capital A and this a plus b to be capital B. So according to this, according to our consideration, this given expression becomes a square, that is capital A square minus capital B square. Okay, using formula a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b, we can write this given thing, this a square minus b square, as capital A plus capital B into capital A minus capital B also. Okay, now what is our capital A? It is x plus y, so write it down there. And what is our b? B is a plus b, so therefore plus a plus b. For this thing, again write x plus y in place of capital A, minus in place of b we can write a plus b. Since there is a minus sign, the plus sign that you can see for b will become minus, right? So this thing will become a, don't write plus here, it will be minus b. Okay, so what did we do in this step? We have written a is equal to x plus y and b is equal to a plus b. Okay, so therefore this is, as you can see, this is the product form, something into something. Okay, so this is, therefore this is our solution, this is the answer. So x plus y plus a plus b into x plus y minus a minus b. Okay, so question number 3 part 5 and part 6 are your homeworks. Now let us look at question number 4 part 1, which says find continued product of the following using formula. Okay, which formula we are going to use here? Right, we are going to use a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So continued product means you have to first multiply this and this. Something that you will get after the product, you have to multiply it with c square plus d square. Okay, so first we are going to multiply the two of them, then the result that we shall get, we have to multiply it to c square plus d square also. So let us write down the question once again: c plus d into c minus d into c square plus d square. Now for the first two things, we are going to get c square minus d square. As you know, this is a plus b and this is a minus b. So mention the formula here: a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now for the remaining part, you can see this c square as a whole behaves as an a and d square as a whole behaves as b. So therefore a minus b into a plus b, again this formula is applicable here. So you are again getting a square minus b square, but for this part c square as a whole behaves as an a, so therefore we are getting c square whole square, right, minus d square as a whole behaves as a b, so therefore we are getting d square whole square, right. This will give you c to the power 4 minus d to the power 4. Okay, so therefore the answer is c to the power 4 minus d to the power 4. Now let us look at the question number 3, say of the same question, question number 4 part 3. Again you have to find out the continued product. First you have to multiply this and this, then the product that you are getting, you have to multiply it to the a to the power 4 plus b to the power 4. Again something that you will get, you have to multiply it to the a to the power 8 plus b to the power 8. So the question is this: now for the first two expressions we can use the formula a square minus b square, but here you can see this a square as a whole behaves as an a and this b square as a whole behaves as a b, so therefore a plus b into a minus b, so therefore we can write a square whole square minus b square whole square, right, and the remaining parts will remain same. Acha, now I am going to mention the formula here, but you know that commonly we use small a and small b for writing the formula like we did here, right. As you can see, we have written small a and small b. But for this question, you can see that small a and small b have already been given in the question for writing the question. So we cannot use the same thing here. We have to write capital A and capital B. So this thing will give you a square minus b square. Now from here you are getting a to the power 4 minus b to the power 4, right? Whole square. So as you know, if the power is as a whole, in that case the powers are multiplied, so therefore you are getting a to the power 4 minus b to the power 4 and the rest of the part. Now for this part and this part, again a minus b into a plus b form is visible here, so therefore again we are going to use that formula, a to the power 4 whole square minus b to the power 4 whole square, right? Because this a to the power 4 as a whole behaves as an a and b to the power 4 as a whole behaves as a b, so therefore a square, that is a to the power 4 whole square, minus this thing square, that is b to the power 4 whole square. So therefore we are getting a to the power 8 minus b to the power 8 into a to the power 8 plus b to the power 8, right? Now for this part, again this a to the power 8 as a whole behaves as an a and this b to the power 8 as a whole behaves as a b, so a minus b into a plus b, so therefore we are getting a to the power 8 whole square minus b to the power 8 whole square, right? So this thing will give you a to the power 16 minus b to the power 16. Therefore the answer is a to the power 16 minus b to the power 16. This is the continued product of this given expression, which we have evaluated using the formula. So that's all for this video. Thank you.